to each and everybody. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. I do hope all of you are staying safe or staying healthy. And most importantly, I do hope that each and every one of you are experiencing life to the fullest. Because you know what, as I've said, and I'll say it once again, guys, life is short, life is beautiful, life is great. Let's stop and smell the roses. Let's appreciate those little things in life. Let's spread love, let's spread positivity, let's say no to hate. Instead, let's just spread that kindness that we all have within us. Yeah, yes. Okay, speaking of love and kindness and and all good things, guys, I do have to apologize for with regards to the last video reaction I did. I had no idea whatsoever that the infos that was being spread by some people, I can't say that, that's just like, that's it, that's an exclusion or anything to that extent. But then, you know what, at the end of it all, I didn't take it down. I was like contemplating whether or not I should be like, taking it down or not. I decided not to really, because you know what, at the end of it all, if somebody, gets to watch whatever video that I did, of course, but then they get to like see the comment section and just try to prove whatever they're saying wrong anyways by the people really who is living in that country, is something also worth like sharing towards other people as well, so that then this misinformation will finally stop. Because one way or the other, they're gonna be called out, and of course they're gonna cease into doing so. I just hope, and yeah, that's what I do enjoy about the comment section and the community itself, about all of you guys, really, is that how very lighthearted, or how very informative, or how very constructive the criticisms are, or really the comments. I don't consider it as criticisms, honestly, because if it's the truth, then yes, why not? Let's spread the truth, but nothing but the truth, of course. And I don't know if that's such a wishful thinking. I do hope not. And I do really feel that one way or the other, the humanity in all of us will prevail. So, let's just do it one step at a time. And who knows, guys? Who knows? Only the future can tell. But yes, guys, here we are. At least this time around, what I'm doing is like a perspective. I do hope so, okay? A perspective of somebody who has gone to your country. So at least this is not something they claim to be true, but based on their experience. So I guess this is like more of like a safe, if I may say, or really an experience as well, for especially for us who have not gone to your country, as to how they look at things. So I think this video is safe in regards to misinformation and all that. So guys, I am talking about Pepe Escobar, the most fabulous Orthodox Church of Russia, by Yuliana Titeva. Guys, I am linking the link of this original video on the description box below, which I urge you to watch. Please support the uploader of the video. And yes, more power to you, more power to all of us. Come on. So guys, are you ready for this? Let's go ahead and check this one out. Uno, dos, tres. Let's play this. Come on.
This is absolutely extraordinary. This is the
Orthodox.
New Cathedral of the Armed Forces of Russia.
Oh yeah, we've seen this
by President Putin last year. This is the
this is very recent.
Arc, and in the back is the cathedral. It's absolutely outstanding, starting with the colors, because it's
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Gray, dark green, light green,
gold,
and the cupolas are all in solid gold, of course. And
the greeneries, by the way.
Even from here, we are probably 100 meters away. The structure is outstanding. It's very, very beautiful. It's a huge park around it. And the photos of all the
That's
heroes
what we missed.
of Second World War. It's a fantastic collection of photos in different battles, on the battlefield, coming back to the cities.
I'm sorry to be pausing. It's just like we were starting, but yes, I just want to point out that this is like a bit bittersweet, like side to look at. It's great that we're able to really capture these moments and really give recognition towards these heroes who really risk their lives for the betterment of their fellow men, right? And it's also sad at the same time because why is there such a need really to begin with? I know, I'm just living in like in a fairy tale perhaps because really there's no such thing as yes, because I know there's no such thing as like what living like the perfect dream or anything to that extent. I know it's just like it doesn't exist, but really to reach to this point is something that I just cannot fathom. I just really cannot comprehend. Or maybe it's easier said than done, but then I don't know. I don't know. That's what's, keeps my mind sometimes really wondering about as to how did they come to this conclusion, what transpired. I mean, we know like the what's been written on textbooks basically, but we don't really know what's the driving force behind all of this really. Because yes, we have to hear it because one is fighting for their rights, this is like fighting for this, whatever, whatever, whatever. We know that, but really, do we really have to? I mean, of course we're gonna defend ourselves, but those who are like, are on the like aggressive side, I mean, I know it's $1 million question, but it's really something that I wish that somebody could tell me and really justify because I don't really see any justification to any acts towards violence, in my opinion at least. So, but this
Peasants,
is
in
wonderful,
fact,
by the
being
way.
protected by the
Beautiful.
Red Army. Um, the Red Army in some parades in liberated cities. Here, for instance, Kursk, only 150 kilometers from Kursk,
Kursk.
and being welcomed by the liberated cities in the Soviet Union. And this is the scene in 1943 in Red Square. This is a particularly fantastic photo. The
Wow.
scene
Yeah.
in Red Square in 1943. Impressive.
Ooh.
It's written,
Ooh.
nobody is forgotten and nothing is forgotten.
That's so nice, and I do
Fantastic.
feel that it's really is coming from the heart. I mean, the saying right there, it's really coming from
Wow.
It's
the
really
heart.
huge, the scale.
Huge,
Nossa.
impressionante, né?
Very
Tudo.
impressive.
E a
Imagine, look at that.
estrutura é
Those are
fantástica.
bells for crying out loud. Wow.
Uau.
And you're really, thinking that these are all
The
like
thing is
donations.
that Orthodox churches are never black.
They are never black or dark gray or dark green. This is a fabulous mix of dark gray, dark green with the
And
golden
gold.
cupolas. It's beautiful. It's absolutely extraordinary.
Oh, those are stained glasses. I didn't notice at first. Wow. I mean, the the amount of like detail that this did accomplish is something else for real. And for these people, I mean, there's a lot of people still going in and out, not just because of the attraction itself. I do believe it's also really in paying homage, in paying tribute, in giving honor towards this man, right? I mean, and rightfully so. Oh my gosh, I was like mentioning the last time, right? That imagine if you're like being baptized there. I mean, what an honor, right? I mean, look at that. Wow. And somewhat you can feel the solemnity. I don't know if it's even a word, but how solemn the place is. How
for baptism.
Yep.
Beautiful. Sure is beautiful. Look at that. That's for
I was
baptism.
baptized in one of these. Obviously not as spectacular as
Yes,
this
as
one.
well as more. But yes. No, that's not even like an ounce of like how spectacular that is. It is so very wonderful to be really seeing this in their eyes, you know, like being it's as if we're being we're like, you know, we're there with them. It's this is beautifully like captured. And guys, once again, salute to the uploader, Juliana, if I'm not mistaken, right? Thank you. And I hope they don't mind us reacting to this one. Look how kind of like I don't know how sincere the place is. How I don't know. There's like a touch of like really like it being so. And I can't find the words for crying out loud. For having this type of concept like a church and also like a remnants or like you know a tribute for like the armed forces is really a genius idea.
This is the power of a civilizational culture. It's all here. It's history, it's religion, it's spiritual life, the icons, representation of the whole
Religion.
Christ journey, introspection, lavish decoration,
Yes.
but very respectful at the same time.
Oh, I love the way he kind of puts it,
It,
kind of like
it's a Russian Byzantine mix, but very, very Russian. This could be in a temple in Central Asia, could be in Anatolia, but this is very, very Russian. The reinterpretation is very, very Russian, and the attention to detail
exactly.
is something that is very Persian and Byzantine as well.
Yeah, I have something
It's a
similar.
mix of styles and extremely elegant and conducive to, you know, you have to look inside yourself in a place like
Yeah.
this. The chants, of course. So
Oh yeah, I didn't notice.
pure
I
magic,
mean, yeah.
pure magic.
Oh my God, I love how he worded all of that, and I agree with him like 100%, man. And yeah, you can really feel that it's kind of like I can't find the word. I'll get it before we even end. Okay.
It really looks like a Persian cathedral.
Yes, it does. It's a Byzantine Persian mix, and Byzantine Persian, Russian.
Yeah, it's really impressive. But
Very
you
impressive.
look,
Oh, I love that. I love
I've never
that.
seen
Like a
anything
cross.
like this.
the color
any-
is khaki. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not dark.
No, exactly.
It's not black. It was looking like black from
Afar.
It's dark green.
Yeah.
It's dark red, not too dark green. Exactly.
Oh, I love that. As I've said, I love that. I love that door. And the chandeliers are made it like so grand. Oh, the term is like it's very holy. It's very holy, right? I mean, it's there's something about that. Word that I'm looking for is holy. It feels so holy, despite me not being there personally. But yes, I can feel the holiness. I can feel like you know, this the Holy Spirit. I was in some way or form, and you know, you can't help but you know pay a lot of respect and be like really in your feels. I don't know. It's just making me somewhat like emotional in a way or two. So this is wonderful. This is truly wonderful. I know I've been saying this, but yes, it truly is.
Look at this.
Oh, those like mosaic like precious stones, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure, but that's really, really well done. It's like super, super detailed, man. I mean, imagine like the level of like detail this have is beyond me. And in fact, they made it in like it's such a record-breaking time. Imagine how huge that is. Oh, okay. So, I didn't know that you also acknowledge the Virgin Mary. Okay, because not all religion does acknowledge like a lot does acknowledge Jesus Christ, but not a lot does acknowledge Mother Mary. And I, as a Roman Catholic, we do. Look at that! The changing of the lights. I mean, oh my gosh! It's like you're in heaven there, man. So the choir singing beyond, singing right now, are they like there like all the time, or like in specific times a day, or like in certain days in a week, or like in special events? I'm not too sure. I need more info about that. But then regardless, this is amazing on its own. Even if it's just like a recorded thing, it's still magical, right? I mean, who would not
This
agree
is
with me?
this is Christ Pantocrator.
Look at that. Never seen just such a thing. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like, there's like, okay, there's like, what's this? A mass?
Wow.
I can feel that they've been moved. I mean, I
Lá
don't
de
know.
dentro é as... Ai, we speak English. Oh God, I forgot. Actually, inside it's... you need to feel it. It's really...
You need to feel it.
Yeah, it's
Words
impossible
won't
to
express it.
explain. Yes,
I wish someday. I wish. I really do wish.
With Juliana, the impact for Russians active in the armed forces, the three forces nowadays, in the war or in the backup or outside the war or helping the war, and their families when they come here in a place and pray in a place like this, which is in fact is the epitome of Russian civilization, culture, religion, and it's so incredibly powerful in every respect, architecturally, artistically, religiously, spiritually.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of boost that only superior powers can,
Can implement.
it's a gift for people who live their lives under a supreme power like this. So Voila. So any words are uh, superfluous. It's an
It doesn't justify.
illuminating experience to come here. It's a religious experience and spiritual experience as well, and especially
Artistry, right?
if you come to a place like this, there's all you need to see to understand the power of Russia. Okay, there are
That's
beautiful mosaics on laterally. There are at least two of them that are amazing. They have um, sailors, the armed forces, and aviation together, embracing themselves. And on top of it, you have a warrior probably from the time of Kievan Rus. You know, it's like he's blessing this this mosaic of Soviet forces. In fact, there are many mosaics, for instance, with Nazi insignias and Japanese
what we've
insignias.
seen earlier.
Obviously, the Soviet Union won the Second World War. Something that most of the West have no idea, it's clueless about. And obviously, this is part of the continuum. So we have everything. We have uh, from the beginning of Christian Orthodoxy, you have Russia's the Third Rome. We have the Byzantine influences. We have the beginning of Kievan Rus. We have centuries of dynastic history afterwards. And coming to the Great Patriotic War, obviously they have to honor the superhuman heroes that won Second World War. And it's beautiful because here you see, you know, the whole arc of Russian civilization, culture, and spirituality in one single monument, which is in itself is an architectural feast and an artistic feast as well. And at the same time, you feel that you are in a parish church with people that you know, something very cozy, and then you can pray in peace. So it's a mix of the larger than life and something
That
that is
is
extremely private.
that is very
Very few
well
places in the
said.
world can pull off something like this, and this is definitely one of them.
And despite me not being there, I'd have to agree with him. Yes, I have to agree with the statement that it's like a representation of Russia's civilization. And to add with that, I do feel it's also a representation of the people of Russia. It's also a representation of the religious side of Russia, and how united you all are, because really this is not like done by the government alone, but of course with the help of the people of Russia. And for them to be able to come up with something like this, you know shows how big Russia's heart is towards everybody, and how much appreciation you have for one another. And that is something that a lot of country needs to learn from all of you, in my opinion, at least. And I know a lot of you have been saying that yes, I should go there one day, or I mean, in fact, you have been telling me to go there this very instant. And yes, guys, if everything is like, possible, I'd fly there in an instant. But unfortunately, yes, I need to prepare for everything. But no, for sure. I know I've been saying this, and I will be there one way or the other. It might not be like tomorrow or next week or next month. It may be next year or in 5 years, 10 years. But one thing's for sure, I'll be there. Just you wait and see. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this. This is like so eye-opening. I know I've been saying it for like the last couple of videos I did of your country, but yes, still I cannot really comprehend like the misinformation that people are sharing. Man, oh man, I just cannot. But I am just so glad, whether or not these facts that these people, some other people who I don't know what their intentions are really in spreading falsehood. I don't know what their agenda is, but regardless, if stuff like this are being shared at the same time and contradicts their so-called facts, I mean, I think people these days are much wiser, or are better than that. I don't think they can fool anyone that easily. And with also the help of your additional infos, guys. That is just a huge help. And I just wish that let's stop the lying, come on. But anyways, guys, I did enjoy this. I did enjoy this so very much. I hope you did as well, okay? And if you have more requests, please write it down on the comment section below. I'd love to react to them. And yes, guys, be safe, stay healthy. I hope to see you all next time. Spasiba.